Hello everyone, Anthony here. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. It's election day tomorrow today. It's 3:22 on November 2nd. Election day tomorrow, and I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about it. I don't know cuz I didn't vote early. My plan was to go down to the polls. Uh and vote in person. I look very white in this video, very pale. My plan was always to go down to the polls and vote. And yesterday, there was I live by like a main street, off of a main street, and there is a parade of Trump trucks and cars and vans, like for like an hour long, just going down the main road. I don't know if it was the same ones doing circles or if it was like that long of a parade train thing going down the road, honking their horns and all that stuff. I didn't really think like that would come near my house or come near my home, come to the town that I live in. I mean, it's definitely like I see a lot more of the because I live in overwhelmingly majority black neighborhood. I see more of like the George Floyd and Black Lives Matter and Antifa stuff around where I am. So yeah, and that's not to say that I'm scared of Trump supporters or anything like that. I'm not. I don't. Personally, since I'm white, and the content that I make, and the beliefs that I have, I would be more scared of Black Lives Matter and Antifa. But just seeing all the Trump supporters in the city just made me think that things would escalate and that there would be like, I guess, counter protests, if you want to call it that, or like opposition to, like, when you show up there, if with all the Trump supporters showing up, I'm thinking like, oh, there's going to be like opposition to face off. And I'm thinking maybe that might happen. Like, I'm worried if that might happen at the polls and everything. So I was thinking, and it's a good idea if you guys can do it. Don't go to the polls alone if you're going to vote in person. I was thinking about calling my neighbor, or not my neighbor, my old neighbors, but, well, to be honest, I deleted his number from my phone this morning because the last two times that I asked him to hang out, and I get it, he was busy, but yeah, but I was gonna ask if they wanted me to go to the polls with them, and if they would go to the polls with me, and we could just like look out for each other, because like, even if we think different and whatever, like, we still are allowed to vote and not be intimidated by other parties and not be scared to vote. So like, and they're my friends, like, I'll look after and protect my friends and hope that they do the same for me. So I just wanted to offer my support and have their support as well. But since they moved, we're in two different polling we have two different polling locations now anyway, and I'm kind of getting like, oh, this isn't really what this video is about. I want to talk about the Trump supporter truck things, running people off the road, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so we're in two different polling places, and then they also have work anyway, so I doubt that it's really going to line up. But I was also thinking of asking my neighbor as well if they wanted to go together, my neighbor right next door to me. But I still don't know if they voted early or not, or if they're even voting. Well, I'm sure that they are voting because they have all the George Floyd and all these like banners. Well, one George Floyd, Black Lives Matter banner outside of their house. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm also not going to be driving my car to the polling place. Oh, here's another thing. I was looking up the address, and the address for the polling place was changed. Like, the actual address is correct, but where Google Maps takes you to is like a mile out of the way. And it wasn't always like that. It's like just around the corner from my house, and now it's telling me to go somewhere else. It used to show the correct address when I checked like a couple weeks ago. Well, it still shows the correct address, but I mean, Google Maps used to take me to the correct place, used to point to the correct place. So, so yeah, I wonder if there was some kind of like uh, something messing with that, someone messing with that to try to distract or detract people to get people to go to the wrong location to vote and everything. Because that was really odd. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk down to the polls. I'm debating wearing my GoPro on my chest at the polls, uh, but I don't really want to stand out or anything, especially if I'm going by myself. But I'm still gonna bring like my pepper spray and my knife with me, but just like keep quiet and to uh, not talk to people and anything like that. Just keep to myself because I'm afraid of like people trying to start conversations and asking me who I'm voting for, what my thoughts are on this or that or whatever. I think if I'm just by myself, it's better just to stay out of it.